What's up, everyone, and welcome back. It's Forgotten Circus. So, I want to ask you all a question. What is the timeline for if you're never on time? So, this is kind of going a little bit back to D23 and how, how Marvel always releases this phase one, phase two, phase three, phase four, phase five. What are we on? Phase six, seven? They do these phases and they give you this list of movies that are coming out in those phases, right? They give you usually not dates, but they'll give you the year. Sometimes they'll have dates, but nothing's ever on time. I don't understand why they do that timeline, Marvel, right now. Just don't do any phases, just release the movies. This phase thing isn't working. You're trying to treat your fans like it's a board meeting. Yeah, we can see it that it's coming out, but is it coming out? And when I looked at the timeline, guess what's not on that timeline yet again? Blade. So you weren't on time with that, right? You've been mixing and matching. Now the one with the Kang Dynasty, I know everything was building up. That was kind of a roadblock for y'all, a speed bump. And you had to scurry around, do everything, and the best thing you thought of was Robert Downey Jr. as Dr. Doom. So good old crutch to fall back on. So now we got Doomsday. I mean, you're doing these timelines, and then you were the company, the studio that said Marvel, Kevin Feige, Kathleen Kennedy, and Bob Iger in there too, that we're going to slow it down. Yeah, you don't slow it down by taking one thing out and replacing six things with that one thing. Because you probably could have taken out the whole Kang Dynasty, not done the Doomsday thing, finished off with the new Avengers stuff that you got going, Avengers Secret War, and then the other Avengers and the Thunderbolts, and you could have sped stuff up a little bit there. See, you put these things there, they get delayed, and then they all pop out at once, and then it feels like it's oversaturated. People will say, things like, it's superhero fatigue. It's really not fatigue. It's just you're just mashing everything into a small window. So it takes like the fans' mind, you know what I mean? Because you're watching all these movies. It's too much. It's just a little too much. You got to back it up, reel it in. Start getting rid of the other ones that we don't want. All right, Agatha's cool. Don't get me wrong. Agatha's cool. All right. I don't think she needs her own show or movie. You're just adding that. You're just adding these fillers that are making the story longer than it has to be, because now you have to huddle all these characters that you want to do like a team up movie. You got to huddle all these characters, and what are they going to have, like 2-minute screen time a piece or line time? It's just too much. So Agatha, that's cool with you doing it. I mean, you're obviously doing it. It's coming out. That's one of the ones that is going to come out. It's funny how you can do all these 19,000 shows, but you can't do a Blade movie. And it's funny how it's made fun of in Deadpool. Oh, okay. So you got all, and so that's cool. But can we get a Scarlet Witch movie? She is one of the original Avengers, and she doesn't have her. Well, not the original. Well, yeah. Yeah, we'll give her that. Not. All right, she's up there. She's a senior. They're just in college, put it that way. But yeah, why haven't we done a Scarlet Witch movie? Everybody likes Wanda Maximoff. Why is this so hard? Keep putting her in stuff. You could even do a team up, because I'm a big advocate for a Blade and Scarlet Witch crossover movie. I think it would be dope. I think that's something you might need to think of, because you're just throwing stuff in here left and right. It changes so much, like a Rubik's Cube, that you could just add it anywhere. Put in one of those months in between the 19 movies that you'll have coming out in about 7 months. So it's just too much, and then it becomes hard to follow. See how you did like the Avengers did the build up with every. I know you had a smaller amount. You had Iron Man, Hulk. You still didn't do a Hulk one. You had done ones before, so you didn't have that problem. So you didn't have to make that movie. And then Black Widow, you didn't make till way later. So you literally only had to make, and like Hawkeye too. So out of like the original Avengers, if you're thinking about it, you only had to do what, one, two, three, four possibly movies to kind of build everything, and then you went right into the Avengers. Did the whole Avengers thing. It worked perfectly because you didn't have all these side things going. Like where, and what about Armor Wars? Is Armor Wars happening? What about Ironheart? See, there's so many things that you're incorporating in. It's becoming too much, not for us. It's becoming too much for you, Marvel. It's getting more than you can handle. And the thing of, you get a couple bounce backs because I'm pretty sure in these phase 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, 13, 4, whatever. You know what I mean? It's I know I missed some numbers there. I can count, bro. But yeah, like Armor Wars, Riri Williams, the new Wakanda. You got Shang-Chi coming out. So Shang-Chi, I did like. I didn't mind that movie. I thought it was great. Well, not great, but good for like a superhero movie. It fit, it worked, it made sense. You know what I mean? You brought some people in, but you took too long on it. Because is he supposed to be, who's supposed to be part of the new Avengers? Because that's the whole thing. You're going to do all this build up. Doomsday's going to hold it off. See how all these years are going of just like nonstop. When are we getting to the Avengers? Are we doing the Avengers? And who knows what's going to happen in that time? You may throw another 19 other shows and stuff in there. It just makes it too complicated, confusing. Focus on the ones that people want to see. You got rid of the OG Avengers. Now you're trying to bring them back. You should have never done that. I think the multiverse thing was a total mistake. It was foolish. Foolish until people could actually understand it. I think the multiverse should have happened way later in the timeline. You could have brought a lot of villains, a lot of characters in along the way and baby stepped it to the multiverse saga. Way too early. And I'm not a fan of it because how they're doing in the comic book, in the comic books, it's a lot different how they're doing it. It was paced a lot better. But if that's the problem, see, you open this can of worms. So is that our, so it's going to be like, is that our hero or is it 818's hero? That's why you can never be on time, Marvel. That's what I'm getting into. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Stop doing these timelines and phases because some of these movies will not be on the timeline and they will phase out. So just stop announcing stuff and just do it. If you're already filming it, I don't even want to hear stuff from like, oh, it's in the script stage. No, because you know what? There's thousands and thousands and millions of scripts in the script stage. But we want to see, drop that first trailer. Drop that first trailer and then we'll be believers again. And get better with the pace. For a company that had the superhero genre and era on lock, you guys outpaced yourselves. So, and this just don't do it anymore. Just be like, you don't even have to show that on the, because everyone's like, ooh, and now when you see it, you're like, oh, that one's not gonna be on there. That one's not gonna be on there. That one's probably gonna get moved to 2025 and it's gonna drop a month before that one. And then people are still gonna be watching that one. That one they're gonna turn into a TV show. You see what I'm saying? It starts all this confusion. Like I said, you're treating it like a board meeting. We're not the board. Okay? We're your fans. We pay the bills around there. All right. You produce a product. We pay to see the product so you can produce more product. That's how that works. So let stuff be official. Let stuff be more in stone. Keep it lock and key from now on. If you're on the fence about it, like, I don't know if we can make it or come out. Why are you saying stuff before it's even like in the script stage? We're going to do this. Like, it's almost like you said, we're going to do Nova or Silver Surfer. Oh, are you? Who are your writers? Who's going there? Oh, that writer got fired. Oh, writer got fired. Oh, that writer quit. That, and then we go through that hell for like 4 years. Blade. So I don't know. That's all I got. I'm just like, I'm one of those. What is the timeline? What is the timeline for? If you're never on time, Marvel. If you're never on time. But anyway, that's all I got. Like, comment, and subscribe. And I want everyone to subscribe. And I do mean everyone.